Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Rosetta, the CEO of N6A, and we're here with a very special guest for today's Essentially Heroes. We're here with Latoshia Henderson. Latosha, great to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Of course, great meeting you. Thanks for having me.
Great. And just so everyone knows out there, Latosha is literally doing the work of a hero right now. Latosha is a fourth-year resident physician at Mount Sinai Hospital. She also works at Elmhurst Hospital, which I believe, Latosha, that's where you're based right now fighting COVID, correct?
Exactly.
And Latosha is literally on the front lines in the emergency room with COVID patients who have tested positive and who are battling against the virus. So Latosha, first off, on behalf of everybody in New York and in the United States, and on behalf of my company at N6A, thank you for everything you're doing. You're doing amazing work, and
absolutely
so proud.
Thank you. No, thank you. I'm honored and humbled to be here and do what I do.
So talk to us out there. What are you seeing on the front lines? What's the experience been like so far?
Yeah, it's been insane, to say the least, and that's not an exaggeration at all. It's crazy. We're getting a ton of sick people that are still pouring in. It's ramping up, actually. We're getting, and initially we were seeing older people with multiple medical conditions, underlying lung pathology and lung disease that were coming in pretty sick. But now there's a switch, and we're starting to see really, and it's scary, we're starting to see young people that are in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s that are healthy, no medical problems, that are coming in super sick and literally fighting for their lives. So that part has been really, really sad, and just really scary to see and scary to watch. And the scary part about it is that we don't really know sort of what patients are being picked and why certain patients are getting sicker than others. And it's just all sort of, a lot of it is unclear and the unknown, which can be really, really scary. But yeah, it's been tough seeing all these people, and the volume is pretty incredible. I work at a very busy hospital. Mount Sinai is pretty busy. The Elmhurst Hospital is very busy as well. We see on average on a given day about 200 patients that come to the ER daily. Wow. Now we're seeing volumes up to 400, 500 patients a day. Wow. So it's been quite a sight to see.
And are you treating patients from all throughout New York, or is it pretty local?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all throughout New York. Elmhurst Hospital is located in Elmhurst, Queens, near Astoria. It is, if not the most diverse zip code in the country, almost in the world, if I'm told. It's extremely diverse. We treat everyone in Queens, New York City comes there, Brooklyn, Manhattan, from all 5 boroughs. We have LaGuardia and JFK airports very close in the vicinity. So we also see patients that get off flights and literally land and come straight to the hospital. On a given, sometimes there's days where I don't even speak English because I have people that are Bengali speaking, that are speaking wow. multiple different dialects, and I'm using a translator phone. That's how diverse that area is, wow. which is great, and I love to serve that type of population wow. as well.
Well, Latosha, what would your message be to anyone watching this in terms of how can we help you? How can we help the country get through this? Obviously this very trying time right now.
Yeah, it's very trying times, and I just want everyone and hope that everyone's staying safe. And, mainly the most important thing is just prevention for this coronavirus. It's just really practicing good hand hygiene, which may sound redundant, but it's really the truth. Practicing good hand hygiene, washing your hands, using hand sanitizer. If you're coughing, wear a mask, cough into your elbow, trying to just limit the spread of any respiratory particles, which is how it's mainly transmitted. If you're sick, please stay home. Work from home. Most companies and organizations now are having their employees work from home, which is great. And if you develop a fever, try to stay away from your loved ones, wear a mask. We're really asking people to socially isolate if you're having any symptoms for a minimum of 14 days. So that's the most important thing, just practicing good hand hygiene. Unfortunately, staying away from people, and even small gatherings. I know that there's a rule that not to gather more than 10 people at a time, but even that's a stretch. You really shouldn't be gathering at all because you just just never know who's asymptomatic, that's carrying the virus, that just doesn't have any symptoms. And, they speak and maybe they spoke a little bit too hard and respiratory particles landed on you and now you contracted the virus and you got sick. So it's just all, kind of, we don't really know exactly the spread. And it's a very virulent virus. So just staying away from each other, good hygiene. And, I honestly would not recommend going to a hospital ER because we're extremely overwhelmed right now, unless you're having extreme shortness of breath and unless you feel very, very sick. But if you have mild symptoms like a fever, cough, runny nose, sneezing, that's totally okay. Stay home, isolate yourself.
Got it. Well, those are the real ways we could help. We're going to help you in some very, very little small way today. I know you start on the morning shift, right, at 7 a.m.
Yes.
We wanted to send you and your crew some breakfast to get the day started. So tell us, what's your favorite breakfast? We'll make sure that you get a nice care package with your favorite breakfast.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I am not picky. I eat everything, literally. Anything, pancakes, bacon, eggs, sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches.
We're going to do it all. It's all coming your way, Latosha.
That's awesome.
But seriously, Latosha, look, on behalf of N6A, on behalf of New Yorkers everywhere and Americans, I just want to say thank you. You're really doing the job of a hero recently. And even though we're not in person with you right now, know that there's a lot of people behind the scenes who are cheering you and saying thank you.
That's awesome. I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank the city of New York. I'm very honored to do what I do, very humbled to do what I do. I wouldn't pick any other career choice or field. I love what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. Well, keep it going. We like to say at N6A, keep fighting. So keep fighting for us.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And this is Latosha Henderson. Latosha, it's been great talking to you. Thanks for joining us.
Great talking to you. Thanks for having me.
Join us tomorrow for another episode of Essentially Heroes with another heroic essential worker who's on the front lines battling on behalf of all of us in this fight against COVID-19. Thanks again, Latosha.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Take care.